Well, it is championship weekend in the world of women's soccer. The Orlando Pride will take on the Washington Spirit this Saturday at CPKC Stadium in Kansas City. Both of these clubs flipped the script this season, going from missing the playoffs entirely last year to becoming the top two teams in the league. And the hype is real, ladies and gentlemen. The title game is already sold out. In fact, the league has garnered so much buzz that several cities throughout the country are vying for their own team. And the NWSL, like the WNBA, have continued to add new franchises as women's sports continue to grow in popularity. I think you can tell where I stand on all of this. And Sandra Herrera joins us now from Kansas City, Missouri, home of this year's championship game. She's a lead NWSL reporter for CBS Sports. It's great to have you with us, Sandra. So let's start by talking about expansion. What cities might get the next team? Who are some of the big names also that are helping to grow the league?
Yeah, it's an exciting time in women's soccer, specifically NWSL. Just today, NWSL Commissioner Jessica Berman talked about expansion, and she's narrowed down to three cities. Prior to previous reporting saying that there were going to be five cities and markets available for expansion. So it's going to be either Cincinnati, Cleveland, or Denver, counting out Philadelphia and Nashville now at this point. So it's an exciting time to see where it's going to go. There's also been some exciting news about Caitlin Clark's affiliation with NWSL expansion. So there's a bit of crossover here with women's sports. She's such a prominent figure in the WNBA, has absolutely helped elevate and raise the profile of women's basketball, and now showing some interest in putting some of her profile and her name and her weight around women's soccer.
You know what? I love Caitlin Clark, as everybody around here knows. But one of the things that was so profound about her was when little boys in Iowa started wearing her numbers. And it's so exciting that women's soccer may also continue to see an expansion of viewership, not just among women, but also among males. So let's talk about this exciting finals game, get people stoked to watch that. How did these two clubs go from missing the playoffs last year to actually becoming the two best in the league?
I love this storyline. I'm so glad you're asking about it because it's so representative of what the NWSL is. It's any given Sunday, and anyone can find themselves in the biggest game of the year. And in this case, it's Orlando Pride and it's Washington Spirit. And it didn't matter if this year the league went ahead and expanded the playoff format because we've got the number one ranked team going up against the number two ranked team. So we're talking about two teams that didn't even just sneak in there. They absolutely have earned their way to this point. And I think it came through a number of off-season adjustments and tweaks. We saw for Orlando, they brought in Barbara Banda, the Zambia striker, a massive, massive player for them. Leading goal scorer has really kind of unlocked this new type of energy around Brazilian legend Marta, who is in the sort of later stage of her career, but it doesn't matter because she is not out there playing like a near 40-year-old. She's playing with a new kind of reinvigorated energy. And the two of them are going to be two players to watch on Saturday.
So, dare I ask, do you have a prediction for Saturday's match?
Well, if you're going to put me on the spot, I'll go ahead and give you one. But I can't help but feel like the arrow is trending in favor of Orlando Pride. You know, out of the media availabilities this day and yesterday, there's a lot of positive energy around both teams. They both feel a bit loose, and they both feel like it could be anybody's game. Washington Spirit, they don't want to. They respect Martha, but they don't want to give her too much. They want to make her compete. And Orlando have had some pretty wild games against Washington Spirit over the course of the regular season. So even though they got those regular season wins, they know that that's out the window in this championship game. So they want to make sure that the focus is on lifting the title. So I'm going to go Orlando so that they get the championship trophy.
Well, you know what I love about this, Sandra, is whether you want to root for a champion or an underdog, you cannot go wrong with either team. Sandra Herrera, thank you. And if you want to watch Saturday night's championship game, you don't have to go too far. The NWSL Championship airs this Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern on CBS and Paramount+.